Heyo everybody, Haku here with my live reaction to yet another 12 Beast chapter, and this week we have 12 Beast 20. I know that I have read that 12 Beast comes out bi-monthly, so I'm wondering if that means every 2 weeks or once every 2 months, because, you know, bi-monthly can mean either. But either way, not sure how often we're going to get new chapters once we're completely caught up, but we're getting close to being completely caught up with the Japanese version. Maybe, hopefully, it's once or twice a month, because that would be a lot better than once every 2 months, but we'll see. It might just be once every 2 months. That seems a bit more realistic for the length of the chapters, and the fact that Okiato is also doing Manmusu, so it seems like we're only going to get a new chapter every 2 months, which is going to be hell waiting, you know? But yeah, let's get through chapter 20. This one's only 17 pages, it seems, but let's go ahead and read through this one, and do our reaction and our review to it. 12 Beast 20, well, let's get in here. Okay, 12 Beast 20, The Boundary Decision. Last time, following Steela's advice, Ada journeyed to the Frozen Soil Mountain Range, where we met Flake, a werewolf. To win the trust of the werewolf clan, he fell into a trap and was captured by a human army. Somehow Ada has managed to escape, but overheard. Now we see Arrow staring out the window of the cabin. Only the human has yet to return. They say he was caught in a trap. But didn't he just run away? He might have frozen by now, say the werewolves talking. Then we see Flake looking over at Arrow. She's really sad. I suppose that's a given. We came to report back to the chieftain, but it ended up looking like we abandoned him. Perhaps this is, if I manage to cheer her up, an opportunity to get along better, says Flake, thinking to herself. We get another little comic Flake thing. Alright, if I comfort her like that, and it's, don't worry, of course he'll come back soon. That's right. I found him. He's frozen. You said he'd be okay, liar. No. In the worst case scenario, it might have the opposite effect. Then, let's go with the worst case. Alright, listen here. You need to be strong and live for the both of you. That's how life works. Yes. Damn, I thought I was gonna die. Wait, if he comes back okay, wouldn't that be even more awkward? Well, what should I say? I love how Flake is terrible at social interactions. According to Flake's intel, he was caught in a trap set up here and they lost sight of him. However, we werewolves don't use traps. But this isn't an area anyone other than us werewolves would come in. What does that mean, I wonder? And then the chief thinks, something's not right here. Then they all hear something. We see the army truck rolling up into the village. An enemy. How did he find out about this place? Did that human expose us? But why is there only one truck? Say all the werewolves in front of the chieftain. Someone's coming out. And then we can tell it looks like Ada's feet. Phew, I somehow made it back. Real cars are different from games. Thankfully, the hermit crab's footprints were still somewhat intact. And then all the werewolves look shocked. Ada-san, says Arrow inside looking out the window. Chieftain, my hunt spoils are this fully loaded truck. The car's not good enough, is it? And then the chieftain smiles and starts laughing. You're interesting. It's the first time someone got this much game on his first ceremony. Flake told me you were a ninja, so I thought you weren't living up to your name. But you're even better than she said. Alright everyone, let's prepare the feast. Tonight, let's drink that truck away until there's not a drop left. And all the werewolves start cheering. And then we see Flare standing up against a wall in the background, can't get into the mood. Ada-san, thank God you're okay, says Arrow running up. And then Ada looks concerned. What happened, Ada-san? The work for us soldiers just got easier. Right, there's no need for us to fight anymore. I'm glad we won't have to face those subhumans. We can just lay back and leave it all to the Gigas after all. In here, you'll be confronted by a truth, and you'll have to make a choice. So Ada heard them talking about the incoming Gigas attack. The enemy is human. You only see the Gigas and a convoy of trucks approaching. and it looks like there's some werewolf scouts in the trees sending a smoke signal. Then Flare and the chieftain see the smoke signal. "What's that smoke?" says Arrow. "It's a smoke signal," says Flare. "We werewolves use smoke to communicate with our brethren. By using different colors and smells, we can convey a message easily." "That smoke signal," and then we see the chieftain looking at it. "It's a Gigas. The enemy is invading," he says. "We'll leave the feast for later. Everyone, prepare for battle." And then, I love, oh my gosh, Flake is definitely new best girl. Arrow runs off, and then she's like, "Yes," and it says happy she managed to talk with Arrow a bit. Oh my gosh, I love Flake so much. "But chieftain, we can't fight a Gigas," says one of the werewolves. "Even if he is invading, there'd be no end to the attacks. Let's just wait and see for a while longer. Don't say such foolish things. If they advance just a while longer, we might be discovered. Let's hear the witch donos endorse Ninja's opinion," says the chieftain, looking at Ada. And then Ada's off in the background playing video games. Sorry, this is Ada-san's characteristic concentration technique," says Arrow. "Please, just wait a while." Is that so? Are we really going to be fine with that human, chieftain?" says one of the werewolves. He completed the initiation ceremony. Don't say any more than that." "In the first place," thinks the chieftain, "even if he's an Asuna, he's still a human. After all, humans are Atana's friends. Can he really fight against other humans? I need to make sure of that." Hey, Ada-san, please stop retreating to games after everything," says Arrow. "Hey, are you even listening? Ada-san?" He's just staring at the screen, smacking away as much as he can. Okay, going. Game screen, the World War series, the continuation war, save, load, and continue. "Everyone listen." Up, and then they all look back towards him. "I have a plan." Yo, he just freaking command and conquered his way to a strategy. And then it looks like they're setting up some traps. Or no, that's... Hello, hold on. This art. If this thing would load better, like, geez, manga here. Yet, it looks like there's something else tied up in one of those traps, and it's the giant monster boar thing. And we got the hunter there. Yo, I really like the hunter's mask and design, like the big, like, just the rifle and the camouflage cloak looks so cool. The hunter's magic bullets draw closer to Ada's group. Wow, that's a really, really badass page. I love that page so much. Okay, so let's go back through and give a review, even though I do think that we may not even really need it, because I feel like my thoughts were pretty in-depth with this one. But starting back at the beginning, when we're at the lodge, look at the way the lodge's design looks, and just the art, and the trees in the background especially. I noticed that last chapter, the trees look amazing. Okayado, I respect this art so friggin' much. The art in Monmusu as well, I respect a ton, you guys know, but this just continues, I love the art. I love too how the different background werewolves we see, I doubt they'll get names later, but I like that there's some consistency. It seems like the same four. It's like these 2 male and 2 female ones that we keep seeing again and again, and I like that it's some consistency, like they're the chieftain's inner circle or whatever. And then, of course, I freaking love Flake. Flake is new best girl now that Joy is not with us. Just the way that she, like, is thinking to herself, and we have the, like, little comics again of her thinking about how she's going to talk to Arrow. And again, it's great, too, to see that she's not just like tsundere, she's just really bad at social interaction. I love that character work. Like, it seems really interesting to me. I like, too, seeing the chieftain actually plan stuff with the werewolves that we've seen around him. And the chieftain overall is a really cool character. I really like this guy. Of course, we have Ada rolling back into town in that truck. Again, very nice art. Really nice consistency, too. It seems like the way he designed the village, like he planned it out in his head and all the different angles, it looks like an actual real place. Like, I don't know. I like the way that he's drawing this village. So, we found out, I don't know how the hermit crab's footprints were still intact, but I guess it's not really like actively snowing right now, so makes sense. And he says the truck is fully loaded, but never says what's in it, but I guess we're to assume alcohol since they plan on drinking the truck away later on. But I like the chieftain laughing and accepting him as like, look, this dude brought in a whole truck, so awesome. I also, I friggin' love Flake so much. Just standing in the background, nervous to, can't get into the mood, can't talk to anybody and stuff. I love it. And we find out, of course, as well, that the truth and the choice that Ada has to make is the enemy's human, and his choice is, does he fight against humans for these people, what he thinks is right, or is it right to also care about the humans? Like, he's stuck in a little bit of a moral quandary, and of course I would say it's right to help the Asuna, or, yeah, the Asuna, or, hold on, I think I got that wrong. The Asuna are the bad guys, aren't they? Or the Otana are the good guys, the beast people. The Otana, I think that he should help the Otana, because that's like the obvious good guy thing to do and all, but I don't know, I just like, I think it's cool the way they have him. I kind of lost my point in there somewhere, but I think it's cool the way they have him sort of stuck in that moral quandary, but we know that he's going to make the good choice. But it's good that he doesn't just straight away make it, and we have a little bit of character work there. Then, oh my gosh, my favorite part is Flake just happy that she was able to talk to Arrow. I freaking love that. Flake, best girl. Okay, I like as well, we get the same two female werewolves again consulting with the chieftain about what they're going to do. Then we see Ada playing a video game, and it worked out well for comedy and then into it being actual strategy because he was trying to figure out how to defeat them in a certain situation or whatever. So again, interesting. It worked really well in the story, and I'm trying to get through these pages, see what else we've got. So he tells them he has a plan, of course. Again, just the art in here. And then well, I already said that my favorite thing was the thing with Flake. But other than that, this final page, the hunter looks so freaking cool. Dude, freaking incredible looking. I love this last page. The art is so good here. Okay, so yeah, that's actually it. If I were to give this a score, I don't know what I would give it. I don't really think about number scores when I'm doing these. So yeah, I have no idea whatsoever what I would give it. But I did really, really enjoy it. I'd maybe give it like an 8, 8.5 maybe. Like probably an 8. It was really, really good, but it could have been like, it definitely could have been better. I mean, we've had way better chapters. 8 is very good. It's just like, it's a bit of a way from perfect. So yeah, I hope you guys liked this video. Hope you enjoyed it, even though it was pretty quick, but I guess that's because it was a pretty short chapter this time around. But either way, I enjoyed this really short chapter. Like if you did like the video. Comment down there, tell me what you thought of this chapter, what you thought of my thoughts on it. Subscribe for more 12 Beasts, Monster Musume no Hiro Nichijou, Pokemon, One Piece, Baho Shoujo Weeksei Kaku, just a ton of stuff, a bunch more than that as well. Follow on Twitter as well if you want, and I'll try to keep you updated there on stuff for the channel when I'm posting stuff, pushing stuff back, etc. And that's it. So thank you once again for watching, and I'll see you all next time.